It started as just a rumor, mid-February 2025. A few cryptic messages, some deleted posts, and whispers on Telegram. Samuel and Ruben Onuha, arrested in Dubai?
We've got an update for the Baller Busters community. You may remember when we broke the story about the arrest of the infamous Instagram influencers, the Onuha brothers, in Dubai. Well, there's new information in their case.
At first, nobody really knew what to believe. The Onuha brothers had always been mysterious, flashy but private. You'd see them in designer fits, sipping champagne on yachts, but never really talking about what was actually going on behind the scenes. But then came the reports. Over the weekend of February 9th and 10th, during what was supposed to be an exclusive invite-only party at their high-rise apartment in Dubai, local police reportedly raided the scene. Not a quiet knock on the door kind of visit. We're talking full-on police action. The reason? Suspicion of drug use and drug possession. And according to sources who claim to have inside info, they found exactly what they were looking for: substances, party guests, chaos. And right there, on the spot, Samuel and Ruben were arrested.
These brothers, who have flexed their lavish lifestyle, were just arrested in Dubai at their home.
Later in this video, we'll dive into how Ali B, yes, the Dutch rapper and media personality, might have played a role in getting at least one of them out. We'll also talk about what this means for their future, legally, socially, and personally. But first, let's talk about what happened after the arrest. Because for weeks, maybe months, it was like they vanished. No Instagram stories, no posts, not even tagged in anyone else's content. The Onuha brothers went completely off the grid. And in a city like Dubai, where reputation is everything, that silence said more than any official statement ever could. Then, out of nowhere, the gossip page Reality FBI dropped an update. Now, whether you love them or hate them, Reality FBI has a track record of being early, and often right, when it comes to influencer news. According to their sources, Ruben, the younger of the two brothers, had just been released. No press conference, no statement, just quietly out. But here's the thing, the conditions of his release were super unclear. Some insiders say both brothers might actually be under house arrest right now. Not in prison, but not free to leave the country either. No official confirmation from Dubai's authorities. No legal documents made public, just rumors, speculation, and silence. As for Samuel, he's reportedly still in custody, but expected to be released soon if the right people get involved. And that brings us to the wild card in this whole story. Ali B. Now, let's be honest. When most people hear the name Ali B in 2025, they don't immediately think of international fixer or influential insider in Dubai's elite circles. But this story might change that. According to Reality FBI, Ali B was in Dubai around the exact same time as the arrest, specifically at the Al Naseem Resort, one of the most high-end, members-only luxury spots in the city. Multiple witnesses say he was there, and that he was openly talking about the Onuha situation. Allegedly, he told people he connected the brothers with a woman of status, someone who holds serious influence in the UAE's upper class. Apparently, this woman had access to the kind of people who could pick up a phone, make a few calls, and change the course of someone's legal situation. Now we're not saying Ali B definitely orchestrated Ruben's release, but the timeline is interesting. The people involved are interesting, and if this connection really happened, it shows just how powerful personal networks can be in places like Dubai. So, who exactly are the Onuha brothers? Samuel and Ruben aren't just random rich kids on Instagram. They're the faces behind Icon, a brand that mixes luxury fashion, exclusive events, crypto culture, and high-level entrepreneurship. Think private shopping experiences, designer collaborations, crypto panels, and of course, lifestyle content that screams success. They built their brand in a way that made people want to be part of their world. And for a while, it really looked like they had cracked the code. Take European business hustle, drop it in the Dubai playground, and monetize everything. And now, the question is, what happens next? So far, we still have no official confirmation of charges. No trial dates, no exoneration, and no explanation. Just rumors, unverified reports of house arrest, and the very real possibility that both brothers are still stuck in Dubai.
Ruben Onuha, the younger brother, was quietly released from custody this week. Samuel, the older brother, remains detained but is expected out within 1 to 2 weeks under house arrest. Sources at Al Nassim tell us that Ali B, who's well known in Dubai's crypto and real estate circles, introduced the brothers to an unnamed woman of status with alleged influence over their case. Now, that meeting appears to have set their release in motion, according to our sources. Now, Ali B is a frequent Dubai visitor and business connector in the same networks where the Onuha brothers operate. So we're monitoring this case and any special conditions attached to the brothers' freedom and whether or not further charges will surface.
Even if they're technically not behind bars. There's also talk about an exit ban, which isn't uncommon in Dubai. In fact, people with pending legal issues often aren't jailed, but they also can't leave the country until everything's settled, which means dash. Even if Samuel gets released tomorrow, the story might not end there. And if Ali B really did use his connections to get involved, that raises some big questions about who's really pulling strings in Dubai's crypto and influencer scenes. Because let's be real, this wasn't some small-time arrest. This was Dubai's elite, an international hotspot for power, money, and image. If the Onuha brothers survive this scandal, they might come back even bigger. Rebranded, reimagined, more exclusive than ever. But if they don't, this could be the end of an empire that was just getting started. Either way, we'll be watching. As more details come out, you'll hear them here first. Stay tuned.